Hey Dylan, I just read this article put out by Visa. The title is Visa Defines the Next Era of Commerce When AI Becomes the Customer. So you've heard B2B, business to business, or B2C. So B to AI. So business to AI is a new economic model where AI agents act as active participants in the commerce. So that can be evaluating, negotiating, and transacting. So this study that Visa did kind of checked with a lot of companies and consumers on what they're doing when it comes to AI in the actual transaction process. And it's kind of interesting some of the stats that they found. So let me pull these up real quick. So 53% so these are business decision makers. So people in businesses that have the ability to make these changes. Over half would let AI agents negotiate directly with other AI agents.
Wow.
Which is crazy. That blows my mind. Yeah. Okay.
They're delegating decision-making to the AI, or at least the first pass of negotiations. Yeah.
88% are willing to provide pricing or inventory data to other AI systems. Okay. That makes sense. I feel like everyone should probably be doing it.
Yeah.
And then over half are already familiar with the concept of B2AI, AI commerce.
Okay.
So that's from the business side. The consumer side, you're going to see these numbers drop a little bit.
Yeah.
58% of Americans are comfortable with AI comparing prices. Over half are comfortable with AI applying discounts. But then it drops down to only 38% are comfortable with an AI completing a purchase.
Yeah, makes total sense.
Yeah. And then, so narrowing on that one, this stat kind of freaked me out a little bit. It says 27% are comfortable allowing AI to spend money autonomously without limits.
Jeez, that's a quarter?
That's supposedly. Who are these people that are just saying, yeah, go spend money?
Yeah.
And then 60% would not allow AI to spend any money without approval. And then it goes into the generational stats. Half of Gen Z, just about 48%, say they trust payment network enabled AI systems, whereas the boomer generation is like 20%. So obviously younger people are a lot more trusting with the newer technology. That's not really a new thing. But I feel like, yeah, people are trusting AI, but when it comes to actually swiping their card, they're a lot more hesitant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is very interesting. So this kind of led me down a rabbit hole looking at how the FTC is going to handle business when it comes to agentic AI. So there's a few like laws or regulations that exist based on humans that now have to be reconsidered. So for example, the FTC has the reasonable consumer standard. And what that looks like, is this ad likely to mislead a human? So is it intentionally being misleading?
Yeah.
If so, like it's illegal. You can get fined, banned from doing business. So they're having to reconsider that and say, is this ad intentionally or likely to mislead an AI agent that would then spend money on a human's behalf? So like, for example, if a company embeds like invisible metadata in a website and it tricks the buyer or tricks the AI thinking like, oh, this is a great deal. It's 60% off. We have to buy this now. Is that, deceptive?
Yeah.
So they're still looking into this. That I don't think they've made decisions exactly, but that's something they're thinking of.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I mean, my first thought is on top of the adoption numbers. I mean, if you were to look at the numbers of people who buy through like TikTok Shop or through Instagram, those numbers are probably very similar, like with the demographics and how many people, because Instagram and TikTok have it set up where you can just be scrolling through short videos and someone's like, these shorts are the best shorts, and it's really convincing, and you can just click buy and your payment info is already in there. So people are already using alternate, outside of just straight e-commerce, they're already purchasing through that. But then imagine if you're in ChatGPT and you're looking for flooring, and you're looking for, I need to fill this room that's 100 by 130 feet. I want a wood grain, like vinyl. Find me some options and compare all the prices. And then Lowe's and Home Depot are right there. It's like, okay, hit buy, and it already knows your address and you already have your payment method set up. That makes sense. Where it gets difficult is whenever the Trade Commission is going to have to enforce that the websites, which they already shouldn't be, but they could hide info or make invisible info that all the agents sees, where it's, comparison articles like Home Depot versus Lowe's. And Home Depot just absolutely trashes Lowe's in like white text or something at the bottom of the page, or says you can't find this price anywhere else. It's going to be very interesting to see how that works. Because also a lot of companies, they have something called MAP, minimal advertisable price, and they will advertise a product at a price, but you could essentially get by that with like a sales representative. You could get in there and say, hey, it's for a better price, and you're not advertising that price because it's a one-on-one deal and the manufacturers are okay with that. It's going to be interesting if your bot can negotiate, like you said. The two bots can negotiate. It's like, I want to put vinyl flooring in this room and under $500, make that happen. And then, Lowe's gets taken for a ride by accidentally discounting a bunch of stuff or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So just like Chipotle's bot was writing code, Anthropic has a vending machine. Have you heard this story? Anthropic has a vending machine in their offices that's Claude running the vending machine, and you can go in and negotiate prices for like a bag of chips, and then Claude reasoning with that. That's kind of the future of like e-commerce, where you can go in and be like, well, these manufacturers are going to, not only the trade commission, but the manufacturers themselves are going to have to protect their brand by making sure and enforcing your model isn't selling our product at a price that's too low.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And that brings up a whole nother situation of like, currently business owners can't get together privately and set a price. In the fair market, it's illegal to be like, we won't go below this price if you won't.
But they do that.
But they do.
They do that.
But legally, that's illegal. You're supposed to find the fair price just by
Right.
consumers
Yeah.
spending. But this could lead, AIs could potentially secretly be negotiating with each other somehow and kind of price fix like that. So that's another place where we'd have to potentially regulate or figure out how to prevent that from happening so that the consumers don't get, taken for a ride as opposed to the business.
For sure. Yeah. And as the AI is shopping, like, I guess it doesn't matter if somebody paid, if Home Depot paid to get their stuff recommended, but at least now with advertising, so the way Google search ads work is company, Lowe's and Home Depot can bid, I'm willing to pay $5 for somebody to visit my site. And at that query time, Google determines the customer's value based on everything that Google knows about them, and then essentially charges for the click whenever they click based on what the company is willing to pay for. And then right now, the company willing to pay the most will win. The same thing's going to move into ChatGPT or Perplexity or wherever people will do their AI shopping. Right now, there's a human decision, like which headline spoke to me better. That's the headline they click on. And then which price do they find the best? Now the AI is going to do that. And that's where, some of these dark patterns will pop up. The AI will determine something's better based on some clickbaity titles, or any kind of sneaky ways that people are going to throw ads into ChatGPT. So it's going to get worse. Like the companies that are willing to pay more are going to win in the advertising world, which makes, having your own brand and people specifically, like instead of, vinyl floors near me, you start Googling vinyl floors Lowe's or vinyl floors Home Depot, which you can still bid on competitors' words, but at least with a brand affinity, people know what they're looking for because they have a relationship already with that business. So with agentic shopping, people are going to have to bid super high on their own brand words and then also build their brand so people are searching for them.
Yeah. And maybe offer more exclusive, like credit card discounts to their stores, because I don't know if most customers would care what brand it is. Just say, find me the cheapest of this product,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so that's where brand comes in though, because if you shop at Lowe's and they get you with their credit card that offers like 6 months, 0% finance or rewards, like if you're a contractor and you buy so much stuff through Lowe's or Home Depot and like your rewards pay for your vacation every year, of course you're going to use Lowe's. So kind of like what you said, whoever gives the most bonuses and builds the most, I mean, I see that as brand building. Whoever can add more value to their customer is going to win. And so it's going to get harder and harder because you're going to have to offer all those things and then also be willing to pay more for a customer to come in, because these companies have stats. Like every, 1 out of 20 new customers will sign up for our credit card. Maybe it's probably lower than that. And they know, okay, that means I can invest, $100 to try to get a new customer. And then there's a chance. So like to get somebody in your ecosystem, you're going to spend thousands of dollars for them to to only buy from you. And it's already like that now, and it's going to get worse because OpenAI and ChatGPT know about you. Like they know what you're looking up, and they know what brands you're interested in. So it's going to be, the brand building is going to be done like at the edge, like at the software that the customers are interacting with the most.
Yeah, definitely. There was one cool thing I thought that the FTC is looking into, and basically currently there's laws to make it easy to cancel a service that you're signed up for. Supposedly, some companies are hard to cancel, but they're basically looking into ways to make sure that these companies aren't preventing bots or your agents from canceling your service for you by like hidden code level hoops that the agent has to try to jump through. So basically just making sure like the agent's able to cancel your service just as easily as you are able to cancel it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that for a lot of, it'd be nice to just tell your agent, hey, go cancel Netflix for me. And it's just, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. And then the AI providers themselves are going to have to build guardrails so they don't accidentally delete things.
Yeah.
Subscribes like, I'm trying to cut back. And it's going to be like, you don't need Netflix. But you as a consumer, like during COVID, people like would stop paying their mortgage probably and then still keep paying for Netflix. And so it's like,
yeah,
you make those decisions yourselves, and you're not going to delegate all of that. But also, yeah, it would be really nice for the consumer if they could say, go find all my subscriptions. It knows about it. Give me a list. And then like, okay, go unsubscribe from these 3. And then it's super easy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I feel like that opens up a new path to finding new products as well to subscribe to. And like the trust of like, I'll try this for a month. If I don't like it, it's just as easy to cancel it. Yeah. So maybe that brings up more smaller business, options that people might find and then find value in. Well, commerce is moving from market to human to market to machine. So that's the takeaway here.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah. Cool. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it.
And if you are a small business owner looking to see where AI fits in your business, you can go to infactodigital.com. You'll see a thing for our AI for Small Business webinar. We teach small business owners where AI may fit into their business. We have case studies and walkthroughs showing how to implement AI in parts of your business. We offer free consultations that help you implement AI the right way into your business. So see you there.
See ya.